going to talk about the importance and actually what the wrist does in the context of a tennis swing. Now, years ago it was all about firm and stiff and really controlling the racket. If you look at courts all over the United States or around the world, you'll see recreational players playing simply too tight. Best players in the world, on the other hand, they're relaxed and they play with a loose arm. Pros for years have talked about having the arm so loose it's like cooked spaghetti. But how often do players really learn how to work the wrist? If you look real carefully, you'll see my wrist is actually like a hinge. There are players who are top in the world right now, like a Del Potro or Federer, Nadal, players like Henin, Venus Williams. You'll see their wrists hinging if you look in slow motion. Now we have a device that can actually help coaches and teaching pros help their students, or players help themselves. And it's called the wrist racket. And simply, we've created a device that gives players a feel for what the wrist actually does. The wrist racket has a hinge which pretends to be the wrist of the person hitting the ball. And with the weight of the ball on the end of the wrist racket, you get a feel for this action. Some players will want to even test their skills and try to actually hit a ball with the wrist racket. As you can see, I was just able to do. The length of the wrist racket from handle to contact is just a little past where you'd be on a normal racket. And then after swinging this a few times, whether it be for your forehand, your backhand, even your serve, you'll get a tremendous feel for what the wrist should do. And then with the regular racket, you can hit the ball and use wrist, acceleration, and with a controlled whipping action, you'll probably get more power than you've ever experienced before.